Now, what kind of monster would I have to be to review Sponge Out of Water, but not the first Spongebob movie? Hello, welcome to Open Minded Reviews Highlight with your host, Kira Alston. And today, I will be doing a highlight review for the Spongebob Squarepants movie. Now, I could very well have made a regular review for this film, but this movie is at least 11 years old, so there's absolutely no point. Besides, it seems like everyone and their mothers and their parents have watched this movie at least once. So, without further ado, let's get into the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. So, I think plenty of people can agree with me when I say that the first SpongeBob movie was the shit back when it came out. This was literally the only thing of SpongeBob that I ever took the time to sit down and watch. The story, the visuals, the animation, everything about this movie is great back then, and it's still great now. This movie has aged very well in its time. Now, I know that I said Sponge Out of Water was the movie I'd think of when I think of these characters and their personalities, and it still is. However, I can't deny how awesome the characters' personalities are in this film, especially with SpongeBob's personality. Like, SpongeBob's determination to try and save Mr. Krabs and get the crown back just absolutely fuels me. Especially with that climax and the song and shit. You know the one that I'm talking about. You should know exactly what I'm talking about. Pardon me. Also, the two villains that are in this movie are fucking diabolical and they're just the best. Like, honestly, Plankton is at his absolute worst in this movie. He's got no limits in this movie whatsoever. He was willing to have people get killed if it meant having his way and keeping it that way. Hell, he was cheering on Mr. Krabs' near annihilation. He's just... I prefer his personality in Sponge Out of Water, but God, I can't help but love how evil he is in this movie. Also, speaking of killing people, Dennis is badass as well. Every scene he's in, he's awesome. He clearly states that he loves his job, and man, he didn't even need to say it. You can just tell that he loves what he does. It's a shame that he's only got around 4 minutes of screen time, though. Yes, I took the time and did the math, and I was very unhappy with the results because he's such a good character. He deserves more time. But oh well. I'm grateful that he exists at all, honestly. I would also like to quickly point out how the way they animated the characters in a live-action setting still impresses me. Like, man, I understand that technology allows animators to have a lot of variety, especially when it comes to mixing media, but man, it's still impressive the way that they're able to look like they're actually interacting with their surrounding area because of the way the lighting is just so amazing. Gah. Man, animators are so cool. So, this movie was made to be the SpongeBob finale, and after some denial, it's become obvious that this is the ultimate finale despite the multiple episodes and movie that came after it, and it would have been a very good finish to the series had it not been for the fact that the show ended up running for an extra 11-something years. But hey, official ending or no, it's still a pretty damn good movie that's aged well and will probably continue to age well throughout the years. This has been my review for the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Thank you for watching this episode of Open Minded Reviews Highlight. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and leave a comment down below.
Goodbye, everyone. I'll remember you all in therapy.